Hi everyone, so I'm really excited about today's video. I've actually filmed it before. If y'all remember, a few weeks ago I was super sick and coughing all the time, and I filmed this video. It was like a 25-minute video because y'all know I like to talk, and it was just so painful to watch because I was so sick. So I decided I'm just going to go ahead and refilm it. I actually started filming it, as you can tell by my swatches, and I realized that I didn't think I would have enough room on my camera, so I restarted. So let's just go in. I'm going to show y'all every single blush that I have in my collection, as well as mini reviews and swatches. Now, some of this stuff has been reviewed on its own. If it has, it'll be linked down below. If it has not, go ahead and ask if you're interested in more information about it, and I can definitely do that for y'all gladly. So let's just get going, because this is going to be a long one. Get yourself some coffee or some juice and you know, some candy, or I don't know, whatever makes you happy, because we're going to be here for a while. So this came out for the fall of 2014. It is the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette, and it's the only Tarte Amazonian clay blush that I own, and it is in the shade Unleashed. It's a beautiful natural mauve shade, and it's right here. So this one, it is just swatched on your hand. It's like, oh, it's got nice pigment, but like, how is that gonna look on your face? On your face, it is the most natural, gorgeous blush, to where it gives you a nice glow and a nice, I've got some color to my cheeks without looking like, hi, I just want to put blush on all day, if you know what I'm saying. It's beautiful. I love that. And I did misspeak in my last video when I was doing products that are worth the hype. I was talking about the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer that's in here, because I love that bronzer, and I said that this was coming back, but I think I actually misspoke. I think it's another like disc palette by Tarte with brown packaging, but I don't believe it's the exact same palette. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, but that's what I realized. Next is, and I had done a full review of that, again linked below. This I've also done a full review of, linked below, and it is the BH Cosmetics That's Heart palette. And it comes with this beautiful pinky fun shade. It is swatched right here. Now, as you can see, it's a true pink, slightly coral, just ever so slightly, but it's beautiful. It gives you lots of color, lots of rosiness to your cheeks. It's not a super natural blush, but it's also very wearable and pretty. And this palette is super cute. I really, really enjoy the face products in this palette. The eyeshadows, in my opinion, are lackluster. Again, I've done a whole review of that. Sorry, I just heard one of my dogs sniffing, and Hippo eats a lot of fabric. I'm trying to get him to stop. Trust me, it's not something we promote in this house, but he vomits because of that. Not all the time, but sometimes. So he's sleeping under my bed right now. That's what he does, and I didn't want vomit under my bed. I think y'all understand that. So anyway, this is the Balm Cosmetics. A lot of people call it the Balm Jovi palette, but I think it's actually called the Rockstar Palette. It's got Balm Jovi on the front. It is amazing. Honestly, the Balm Cosmetics is one of my all-time favorite brands. These shadows are gorgeous. Just like knock you down, pick you up, beautifulness. I don't even know what that means. I just made it up. I don't know what that means, but it's good. It's a positive thing. But in here, as you can see, you get three blushes. You get this powder blush, which is the same as the Frat Boy blush in their original line, and then you get two lip and cheek products. I've used them on my lips and on my cheeks. I think they look really great on your cheeks. They're a little bit sticky. You might want to set it either with another blush, or you can put like your setting powder over it, like a translucent powder. They're really great. So, Vanilly and Millie. Vanilly is, these are the cream products. Vanilly is the ready one, and Millie is the mommy neutral one. This one, Vanilly, it's intimidating. It's a red blush, but on the cheeks, you know, you blend it out with your handy dandy elf small stipple brush, which I use this for a lot of things, and it applies so nicely and blends well. Again, a little sticky, but I think it's great, and I think it's pretty natural. And then this one right here, this beautiful corally pinky shade, is the shade Frat Boy. In here it's called Don't You Want Me, but it's actually the Frat Boy from their normal line. It is slightly powdery, but it is so pigmented. Blends great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, now let's get into my palettes. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that this palette is the reason that I'm alive today. It's just the most amazing palette. It is no longer available. However, I know a lot of people have been putting this in blog sales. I've also seen it online, so if you really want it, you can find it. It is from Sephora and Pantone Universe 2014. The color of the year was Radiant Orchid. It is called the Rush Luster Cheek Sweep, and it comes with a highlighter that is amazing, but this is not the highlighter video, and 2 blushes. This blush is called Bridal Rose, and it is the most amazing light pink natural shimmery shade. And then the other giant purple one, which I actually get a lot of use out of, is the shade Radiant Orchid. They're right there. So Bridal Rose, Radiant Orchid, gorgeous, just amazing quality. I know that the Marsala palette had the same highlighter. If the blushes were the same quality, I would definitely recommend it. I did not get that palette because y'all know I'm on a low buy / I'm moving, and moving costs a lot of money, and I'm a college student who doesn't have a lot of money, but we're trying. We're gonna make it through. Don't even worry. I say that as I'm gonna show you probably like 30 blushes. I'm terrible with money. That's the truth. Absolutely terrible. All right, next palette. I have done a review of this, not solely, but I do. This is something that comes on Haute Look, as well as the excuse me, the Balm comes on Haute Look all the time as well. Y'all can see that. This is my super fancy filming setup. Can y'all see that in there? There we are, on my iPad, sitting on a tray, sitting on my Alex. There's my legs. Real nice. Little behind the scenes action for you. But anyway, I got this on Haute Look, and I do reviews of things I get on Haute Look the next time it comes on. So I have done that with this palette. But this is the Tarantino Dollskin Cheek Palette. As you can see, I had to write the names of each color on the palette because it is on the box, like the outer packaging, but it's not on the back here, and it's nowhere else to be found. And some of these do come in singles. I'm not sure if all of them do. They might. So I didn't want to go ahead and like purchase something that I already had in this palette. So it comes with 4 blushes. You have the shade Feather and the shade Parasol. Let's see, let's put that there and there. Now, Feather is a much lighter peach, and then Parasol is a darker pink. So this one's very light. It's almost cool toned, and then the darker is a dark pink peachy shade. It's really beautiful. These are really nice. However, they do apply somewhat patchy for me. Really easy to build up. Gorgeous colors, but they're good. I enjoy them, but I would never pay full price for them. But I wouldn't pay full price for anything Tarantino because it always goes on Haute Look. This is the shade Carved Rose and the shade Candy Cameo. Now these two are very similar. Candy Cameo has glitter, and that's this one, and Carved Rose does not, but they're both a deeper pink shade, rosy shade, as Carved Rose would imply. So it's hard to tell, but this one does have glitter. Alright, next we're going to get into some duos, blusher bronzer duos. Again, I'm just going over blushes here, so if y'all want to see a bronzer video, a palette video, anything, let me know and I will be more than happy to make those videos for y'all. This is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer. Now, if you've been keeping up with my 15 and 15, you know that this product is in it. So what that means is I've been really, really using this product. Pretty much, this is the blush I've been wearing every single day. It is the blush I have on today. And I really like it. I think for $3, which is how much it cost, it's the best deal in the world. It's not my favorite blush in the whole wide world, but it's great for the price, if that makes sense. But in my first update, you could just see the slightest bit of pan, so a little sneak preview. I am going to be doing an update in the next coming weeks, but I've hit a lot of pan. And it is swatched right here. So it's very orange. It is very shimmery, and I think it looks really nice on the cheeks. Again, it is what I have today, but I do have something on under it, and I'll tell y'all that in just a second. Let's wipe off my hand so we can have some more room, but I do like this and I recommend it. This was in a products I regret buying video because it's just not great. It's by Sorme Cosmetics. It is their BioNatural Blush in Bronze Duo in the shade 806 Sunshine. The bronzer is a little orange, but let's go on to the blush. It's nice. It's mauve. It's not super pigmented at all. As you can see, I'm really trying to build that up for you guys. There you go. That's a pretty decent swatch. It's not super pigmented. It's definitely one that you need to build up, but it's okay. On the cheeks, once you get it there, it's a really nice shade. It's really kind of a glowy, more natural shade. Great for the winter. I really like it, but it takes so much work, and it is a more expensive product. I would not ever recommend this. I'll link that. I don't know which one it is, but I have a whole playlist of products I regret buying. I think I've done 3 or 4 videos of that nature. So I'll link that playlist down below. Let's get into some cream blushes now. I told y'all it's going to be a long one. This is a little sample. I got it in the summer stash that I got last year. Still available now for $30. It's a great deal. Go snatch it up if you don't have a lot of those products. But this is the Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelee. Now, I can't find this anymore on the website. It comes out in a lot of her sets, but I'm not sure she sells these individually. This is a sample size, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. This is the shade Pink Escape, and it is the what I have under that e.l.f. blush. It is a very small, like, opening, but it's almost the exact correct size for my e.l.f. small stipple brush. So I just do that and then stipple it on. It is super pigmented. I'm going to use my pinky. And it's a jelly. I mean, it's squishy and a gel texture, and it's a nice hot pink. It is very pigmented, and it is beautiful. I think they're pretty easy to work with. I think it's hydrating without being sticky. I think it, you know, it shears out really nicely and it stays. I have great luck with this, but it is very pigmented. It's something that you definitely want to use a light hand with. Even this morning, I kind of dabbed my brush in, and I started going, and then I started going, and then I had to wipe it off and blend a lot. I do have a very extreme cheek look, and I put this on at 10 o'clock this morning, and it's probably 5 o'clock now, so, and I haven't touched up anything, except more I've touched up my lips, but I mean on the face. So that's really cool. And if you find these in a set, and I know a lot of times they'll come up on as like point products on Sephora, I'd get you some. Alright, the other 3 I have, this is the Josie Maran Argan Infinity Lip and Cheek Creamy Oil. This is just a sample, but I have it, and I use it, and a lot came in it. This is the shade Limitless Pink. I don't know about this shade, about this product. It is an oil. There it is. I mean, it's a true oil, guys. Like, it's sticky. Downright sticky. I use it on my lips. It tastes good. Doesn't have the best pigmentation. On my cheeks, it's just so sticky and gross. I'm really glad I got to try this sample, and I've used it quite a bit, and I still have quite a bit in here. So if you see this come up, this is one of the free samples. It comes up as Sephora. You know, you get to pick free samples when you buy stuff from Sephora. I would get it if you're interested in it. Based on the sample, I don't think I'd purchase it though. This is the Balm, again, one of my favorite brands, Staniac. Now, on the Balm's website, they don't have a different shade, but on Birchbox's website, they have the shade Drama Queen, which is like a lighter pink, it looks like. This is the shade Beauty Queen, though. I think it's just the standard Staniac. It's a doe foot applicator. You know, I told you the Balm's one of my favorite brands. I'm not a huge fan of this. So there it is. It's pigmented. It's almost the same color and consistency as the Josie Maran one. The Watercolor Cheek Gelee, this one that I love. But as you can see, it's not as pigmented when you blend it out. It's hard to build up on the lips because this is a lip and cheek product. And it's just hard to work with. I mean, it honestly is very hard to work with. And I don't love that final outcome that you get. It doesn't blend as well as the Josie Maran on your lips. It's hard to build up, and it's patchy and not as pigmented as I was like. So this is the one Balm product that I've tried that I'm not over the moon about. I love the Balm though, and like I said, almost any other thing that I've tried, I would recommend. But that, no. This is gorgeous. I got this in a Wantable box a long time ago, like a year ago when I subscribed to that box. And it's the Glam Naturals by Garden Art Cosmetics. That's the brand. It's the cream blush in the shade Ashley Ashley. And I really like this blush. And I really like this packaging. So, that's how much I'm going to use. And it's probably going to be too much. It's very pigmented. And it's almost like a mousse-like texture. And it's a beautiful pink. There it is. It's a cool tone pink. It's great. It's a, like I said, it's a mousse, but it's almost like a powder. It's like a cream, or I guess a mousse to powder formula. It comes out like a powder. You don't have to set it, and it's just gorgeous on the cheeks. I love this. It's not swatching too well. I love this product, and I think it's great, and I think it's really nice. I love the packaging as far as the look, but having a squirt, it's kind of hard because you don't know how much you want to squirt. Sometimes you get way too much. Sometimes you want to get more, and you know, it's kind of like, you know, those twist up like lip things like Stila has them. It's kind of like that, where you never really know the exact right amount to get. Alright, so that's all of my cream blushes. Now it's time for the powder blushes. I'll do the two loose powder ones first because they're going to be harder to swatch, and then we'll just get my pressed powders, and then you can leave. Don't leave before then though, because we're still going. This is by Pierre Cosmetics. I believe I got this in a glossy box. Definitely a subscription box. I think it was glossy box. They're in a lot of subscription services. It's the mineral blush in the shade 001 Desert Rose. Now this is a very pretty shade. It's a deeper, I'm sorry, I know y'all want to see, y'all like Becky telling us about it without showing us isn't that helpful. It looks like a deeper shade, but when you swatch it, it's actually really light and almost like a dreamsicle shade. It's right there. It's got some nice shimmer in it. Almost, let's be honest, it's pretty much got straight up glitter. Very fine particles of glitter, but glitter. I hope y'all can see it. It's right there. Again, it's hard to swatch. On the cheeks, I really like the look it gives. It's more of a natural blush, even though it is a lighter blush. And I think it complements almost any eye look, so I do like that. And this is my Bare Minerals blush in the shade Rose Radiance. Alright. This one's a rosy shade, as you would probably guess. I always make fun of people. That sounds really mean. Not like on their comments, but my best friend and I, he watches like a lot of Minecraft videos and stuff, but he'll hear my videos. People be like, this is the shade Dusty Mauve. It's a nice dusty mauve shade. And I'm like, wow, thank you so much for that. This is a nice rosy radiant shade. But yeah, it's really pretty. It's a cool tone pink. It's got some silver, yeah, I think it is silver glitter in it. But I think it's great. I really like that. I need to play with that more because that's one of my oldest blushes, and I really enjoy it. Sorry, I feel like I have something in my nose with all my dogs and the hair just going everywhere. I'm sure I do have dog hair. Alright, now let's get into the powder blushes. Oh, crappers McWrappers. I have one more cream blush. It's this. It's the NYX Rouge Cream Blush in the shade 02 Natural. And it's beautiful. It's weird because it feels very like slick and kind of gross. But I don't think I think it's nice on the cheeks. Like, I don't find it overly sticky or gross like some other cream blushes. It's right there. It's a beautiful rose shade that blends out and just gives you a beautiful, as you would assume by the name, natural flush to your skin. I really like that shade as well. Alright, and I've heard a lot of good things about other shades of the NYX cream blushes, but that one's excellent. The Staniac is staining. I think that's the Staniac. Pretty sure it is. It's hard to know. Alright, now let's get into the powder blushes. I have two more products from the Balm, so we might as well go into them. Because, again, I really do love the Balm. The Balm In Stain Blush. This is in the shade Lace. Packaging's beautiful. It's got a nice mirror, which I do appreciate. And it's a heavy duty cardboard. And that's a hot pink. As you can see, I jammed my finger into it when, again, I was doing that Products That Are Worth the Hype video. It's a gorgeous hot pink. I would, you know, recommend using a light hand unless you want to put on some blush, girl. Then you put on some blush and it'll be there. There it is. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I mean, really. How can you not love that? And it stains. I don't know how, because it's a powder. I don't know. I think the Balm has sold their soul as a company to the devil to make their products amazing. I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not okay with it, but I'm okay with it. You can see what I'm saying. All right. The other Balm product I have, and it's a weird one. I don't know where to put it. It is the Balm Mary Luminizer. Now, I have the Cindy. She gives me life. She does. I would wear it all day, every day. I would just wear it as a face powder if I wouldn't look like a crazy person. But this is her peachy, almost orange sister. Like, this is the sister that got into, like, some Oompa Loompa bad self-tan. But she's beautiful. It's just, it's weird because it's so pretty. There it is. But it's so light. And I could see if you have a darker complexion, it being really nice on you. But I could also see it making you a little bit ashy. And on my complexion, it's almost like a blush topper. Because, girl, it's shimmery. I mean, it is shimmery. But it's so pretty. It's right there again. And I really like it. I can use it as a blush and not look too crazy. But it's got a weird... It's weird for a lot of people with different skin tones, you know? I think if you were really fair, it would work. I think if you're too much darker than me, I don't know how it would work on you. If you have a darker complexion, please let me know. Does this make you look ashy? Does it work well for you? I'm just curious, you know? I'm just curious. I'd like to know these things. All right. Now, I've got this blush. This is another Haute Look purchase. I love Haute Look. Use the link. You don't have to. Like, if you don't want to, I understand. Like, you don't want to feel like I'm, like, using you for your money. But use the link and just sign up. Laura Geller Blush and Bright in the shade Raspberry. This is a marbled product, so everyone's going to look a little different. But it's a beautiful dark shade. It is very dark. I think winter is the time to wear this, baby. Now, if you say, Becky, I'm going to wear that in the middle of summer, I say, you do you. Alright, there it is. Beautiful. And it's almost like a blushing contour. Because you put it on and it makes your, like, it kind of gives you that effect of like you've contoured even before you have. I'm afraid we're going to run out of time, so I'm going a little bit quickly because y'all know I could have you sit here for 4 hours. This is the NYC Color Wheel Mosaic Face Powder in the shade 723A Pink Cheek Glow. I don't like this at all. It's hard to get some pigmentation. I mean, I'm scrubbing pretty hard. And when you do, it's just fine. It's nothing great. I mean, it's cheap. But I don't reach for it and I don't really like it. But it looks like in the viewfinder, it looks similar to this. But it's really a coral shade. A corally orange. It's okay. But it's hard, when you use a brush, it's hard to get pigmentation out of it. I have this Model Co. Blush Cheek Powder in the shade number 2, Peach Bellini. This came from an Ipsy bag. This one is super, super, super shimmery, almost metallic. So if you don't like shimmery blushes, you'll hate this, but I like it. It's very metallic, very, very pigmented, a nice corally orange. It's actually very similar to this next one I'm going to show you, which is the Sleek Blush in the shade 926 Rose Gold. It's similar. Now the Sleek one is a little bit pinker. The Peach Bellini is a little more, can you guess it? Peachy orange. But they're both very metallic. I like them. But if you have more mature skin, you have pore issues or stuff, you might not like it. This is my only Revlon blush. It's in the shade number 60, Wine with Everything. And this one I also don't like. It's just not that pigmented. It's like a light pink. I don't know who decided to name it wine, because when I think wine, I think of this like a shade like this, not like this light pinky shade. It's kind of a natural shade. It's okay, you can work with it, but it's hard to build up. And I just don't like shades that take you 27 minutes to build up, and this one does as well. This is the Almay Smart Shade Blush in the shade number, I don't think it has a number. Yeah, it does. 10 pink. And it's a light pink. I mean, you know, it's a baby pink. It's got some shimmer in it. It's almost like a white. It's hard to see. It's right there. But it's hard to build it up. And I just hate sitting there for 27 minutes while I'm trying to get ready in the morning. You can't even see it, but it's there. I'm building up my blush. I don't like that. I mean, I don't want necessarily something that's going to, like, make me look like a clown in 2.7 seconds, but I shouldn't have to spend an hour and a half. Like, oh, gotta wake up 4 hours early so I can apply my blush. Like, we don't need that. So, that's everything I have. Everything will be listed down below. Anything that is reviewed that I've done, anything that I think is relevant, I'll link it down below. All my makeup collection playlist down below. A lot of things will be down below. I'm gonna go ahead and go so I don't get cut off. Thank you so much for watching. It means everything to me, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye!